Azim, bonjour. Yes, Hardik, how do you revise your grammar topics? What topic do you want? How to revise the grammar topics? Do you want me to give you, revise it with you? See, when we go to, let's take subjunctive, how are you going to revise? Make sure you go through all your conjugations properly. For subjunctive, we cannot afford to lose marks because it's only depends only on the conjugations, right? So, okay, you just want la prochaine fois. La prochaine fois would be next time, right? So you're going to use futur simple. Okay, futur simple. You want temps convenable? I give you the background on temps convenable. Temps convenable, there are some indicators of time. What are the indicators of time? Indicators of time would be which gives you a clue what that tense is going to be, right? For example, as the question asked, prochaine fois, all right? My indicator for future is going to be prochaine fois, la semaine prochaine, etc. So something that indicates future, right? And future proche is something in the near future. That's what we have taught you, near future. Hardik, on what do you want questions on? Hardik, I have just compiled yesterday. I have posted, yes, I have posted some questions, compiled questions of CBSE questions on all grammar topics in all the platforms I have posted, right? So you can revise from there. In fact, I've posted also the answers. Right, météo temps convenable. Yes, so you can go through that where I have posted the questions as well as the answers in all the different places, right? Now, yes, it's there in Padlet. If you're, yes, it's also there in Moodle. All right, I've posted it. Okay, now I can answer one by one now. Hazim, first thing is that revise questions on temps convenable. As I mentioned to you, it's already posted. Along the answers will be given to you in Moodle. I have posted with the answers. All right. Now, when do we use cela, ceci? For example, we say ceci est bon, mais ceci est bien. This is good. Mais cela est mal. So we don't know what we are talking about, right? So when you don't know the noun, you don't know what is being the object, then the noun, whether it's masculine, feminine, singular, plural, that's when you use ceci, cela, right? And sometimes cela, or you can also write here ça, ça ne m'intéresse pas. This doesn't interest me, right? Usually ça is for spoken French, but in written you can also see, you can write cela, all right? Ce sont des gommes. We've been doing this, right? Yes. Ce sont c'est un chat. That's when we use it, right? So when you go to demonstrative adjectives and demonstrative pronouns, remember, 100% demonstrative adjectives will be followed by a noun, 100%, right? So it's going to be sir followed by a noun. But when it comes to demonstrative pronouns are of two kinds. They are form sampler and form composé, right? Form sampler means only celui, cell. But form composé is when you add the suffix si and la. Remember, demonstrative adjectives cannot exist on their own. So if they are followed after the demonstrative pronoun, it's followed by ki, ka, the. Don't go and add the suffix si and la. If it's not, you must add because it cannot exist on its own, right? Any other questions? Yes. See, I've made a video on this. Après, I think I will write it here for you. If you can see my board, I don't know. Should I bring it down or what? Okay. If you can see, I'll write it out on the board here. It is après avoir mangé continues, or après être allé. So I have made a video on this. You can go through this. When you have in ton convenable après, and then they've just given you manger, okay, or they've just given you here aller. So you have to use après avoir manger. If the verb takes avoir as auxiliary, you have to use avoir, and if it takes être, you'll have to use être. All right. A-t-il rangé les dossiers? So what happens? You're replacing les dossiers. So it becomes les a-t-il rangé, and dossier is whenever you have direct object, you're supposed to add an S. Whenever there is direct object agreement, you need to add an S. Yes, exactly. Hazim, to answer to your question, après avoir or après être, être, when will you use? For all the verbs that take être. Actually, if you see dans plus long time, initially we used to teach as future antérieur, right? But we realized last year that from the board exams, we saw some child had not got the marks for it. So we changed the rule to après plus dans plus long time is future sampler to be on the safe side. It can be future antérieur, but don't do that. Some of my videos have that. But I've not changed it. Okay? Any other question? How is it that can I copy this link? Okay. What's the question? Il me demande pourquoi vous installez ici. So, first of all, when you're doing direct and indirect, what do you need to do? You need to check if you have got, just give me a minute, please. You need to check whether you have got if the sentence is a statement, or is it a question, or is it an imperative? If it is a question, what will you have? If it's a question, you're going to have three different kinds. So what are the questions could be? The questions could be a simple question. Okay, it could be just a simple question using esker or inversion, or it could be Just give me a second, please. Okay, come back here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't see some of your questions. Um, yeah. Okay, so we come back to your question now. So, il me demande pourquoi. He asked me, why are you staying here? Why have you stayed here? All right? Pourquoi vous installé ici? Il me demande pourquoi. He asked me why I have stayed here. Pourquoi je me suis installé ici? Okay. Okay, now Hazim, your question is pronom démonstratif qui a dit cela, ça. If you want to say this as, if you want to say it is spoken French, ça or cela. And then to answer to the next question, Glenn is asking about what is hebdomadaire, quotidien, mensuel, how many examples we should give. You have to give what it means, one line of what it means, plus you will have to give one example. I don't think we have given you more than one example. So you can give one example there. Okay. Yeah, only one is given. That's what I said. Only one example. Right. Sarah, to conjugate, when you have ilia plus short time, you're supposed to, minutes, seconds, hours, you're going to use passé récent. Something that has just happened, you're going to use passé récent. Ilia plus long time, you will use plus que parfait. It could also be déjà is a clue, then you use for, you can use for plus que parfait also. Yes, what is your doubt? Someone who's joined with Tom Paul, can I answer your doubt, please? If you have a query. Culture et civilisation, what's your question? Sarah, like you asked the question, when we have future proche, dans quelques minutes, dans quelques secondes, dans une heure, it will be followed by future proche. In the similar way, you will have passé récent. Hazim, to answer to that question, you can also say there, qui a dit cela. That's also accepted. Where is the sentence? In these sentences, I, yun get replaced or will they be retained? For personal pronouns, usually inda. Can you give me a sentence? Yes. For example, je mange une carotte. So we are considering this as indefinite article plus noun, right? So Jean mange une. You have to repeat the number. Okay. So the answer will become Jean mange une. Right? You have to repeat the expression of quantity. Mensuel, what is an example of a mensuel? Yes, Azim? What is example of mensuel? A monthly magazine is what? What is the example of a daily magazine? Daily is, you have Le Monde, Le Figaro. What about mensuel? What is that? Yes. So monthly, that comes monthly. Sorry, whoever's joined in with the name of Tom Paul, no. Where Reader's Digest also is a monthly magazine. Express, yes, Express is Eptoma there. Yes, correct. But we also have, no, you are not going to write Reader's Digest. We're going to write, I think it's there in the book. We'll just check it out. 1 minute. We'll go to Entrejeune. If you have the book with you, you have it where it's saying J'observe. There's one particular name has been given for you people, so I want to stick to that. Okay. Now here, mostly for the gender of the nouns. Hazim, can you just check that and get back to us? Well, okay. There's what in J'observe. I don't have the book here. Now, the tips for the nouns in prono demonstrative, I'll tell you. Words that end in ment. I think I have uploaded something which says easy ways to identify nouns, right? So you can go through that. Otherwise, yeah, who's this Tom who's saying this constantly? No problem, right? So what we have is words ending in ment are masculine. Words that end in ette are feminine. Words that end in age are masculine except cash, page, plage, image. Okay, so then EAU are masculine. Sarah, what I'll do is after this session, I will upload one more, document on Padlet where you can see easily how to get about it. Okay? Il lui dit qu'il lui écrira après son. Il lui dit, he tells you that he's going to write after his exams. He tells you, I'm going to write to you after my work. All right? No, I didn't at all. Okay? What is that? Hebdomadaire, is it? Mensuel. No, I'm unable to open the book because I'm in this part. Right. So, yeah. Whoever has joined us, Tom Paul, please stop doing this. You may leave the platform if you don't have any questions. Okay? Right. Histoire. See, the story, sometimes it's difficult. I would suggest to you first, when you have that reading time, please go through the story and look at the words and the sentences which you are 100% sure of, write those first. Okay, write those first. Prono demonstrative, there's nothing as important words. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to upload the CBSE questions that have been coming right from 2018-19. Some years you may not get because that topic may not have been there or in some other form. Okay, so that, yeah. So what we do is you can just see if there's anything which is common over there. Is there? What is this to upload? Is it share screen? Okay, so I can share screen here also. I'll just see. Yeah. Why? Because, okay, then you have to use that only. But I thought there was something else there. I thought I saw it. Just a minute. Let me just go there and see. I'm unable to go there. 1 minute. If you can, anybody has the book with them, can please check. Any other questions for me? Okay. So here, See, the question you had asked was, I'm looking for the question. Where is that question you had given? Okay. What are the expressions that take pronothonic? Yeah, you have a list of expressions, pensée à, faire attention à, Sanskrit à. These are some of the expressions. Now, which lesson was that? Just check. It's not this. Yes? Do you have any more questions for me? Vocabulary revision, really, you just need to. Yeah, but what was your question? Il lui dit qu'il lui écrira après son travail. So he tells him that he is going to write after his work. So when you're changing this indirect to direct, it becomes he tells him that I'm going to write to you after my work. Got it? For the revision, vocabulary revision, if you have your books from 8th standard, 9th standard, you can also. Yeah, it's taking place. I don't understand what your confusion is. If you can still clarify what the confusion is, please. Okay, one more thing is when you're going through, I'll upload something, as I just now told Sarah, that I'll upload something which gives you an idea of the nouns. And then sometimes in this demonstrative pronoun, demonstrative adjective, you know what happens? There may be an adjective mentioned there which gives you a clue of what it will be. Demonstrative adjective is followed by a noun. Sir, set, C-T-T-E, C-E-S. But demonstrative pronoun is going to have what? It's going to have only, I guess I can upload some things for you people and show you what it is. I will just share with you as you're asking on some questions on answers of, let's just discuss this. Okay. I don't think it is sharing the screen that I want to. Is it sharing anything? I don't think it is. Right. Anjana, the important letters, I have posted something as all the letters combined together. Right? So from CBSE letters, I've sort of streamlined those letters and you can see it. It is posted on Padlet, it's posted on Moodle, everywhere it is posted for you. and you can come across there. You can see it's something like this. Okay, I don't think I can share the screen. Are you people able to see something? No. So if you see here, please make sure you know the education system of, you need to know everything. But as we saw from 2018 to 2024, maximum questions have come is education system of France, protecting the environment, how you can protect, advice, giving an advice of how somebody else can protect, visit to a library, enrolling in the library. Of course, you have how you can. So the tonde means how you can, your pastime. That loisir one, and how you can improve your health. Your friend is sick, and advise him how you can improve your health. And then political system, education system. I said political system of both France and India. And what is the pleasure of reading? And your friend is fallen sick, and your and also the one where your brother, one letter is there, CBSE 2023 is looking for a job. So if you go through the what I have already uploaded, compiled letters, this is a document like this where, yeah, see, India political system can come, of course it can come. But I'm not saying learn only these, it can be other letters can also come. You have to be prepared. Okay. Now, John, to answer to this question, il me dit je t'écrira. First, you imagine what the person is saying directly. He tells me. Who's speaking to whom? He's speaking to me. So he's speaking to me. What does he say? I'm going to write to you after my work. He tells me that he's going to write to me after his work. No, it can't be Louis. Right, John? If you see it, he's telling me, or he tells me, I'm going to write to you after my work. He tells me that he's going to write to me after his work. So you must translate in this particular thing. Yeah, so here, if there's nothing mentioned, you just write Jean Demont. It's okay. It's okay in such sentences, okay? And if the proper noun is given inside the colon quotes, bring it outside when you're answering. All right, when we use ceci and cela, this question I've already answered with ceci and cela. Ceci est be et ceci est intéressant et cela est ennuyeux. Okay? Yes, two known letters will come. Of course, two known letters are supposed to come. All right? Here, nothing. See, Jean demande, que fais-tu ce soir? What are you going to do this evening? Jean demande, qu'est-ce que tu fais ce soir? There's nothing here to be told. Okay? Mostly you will have two known letters. Ankana, if you can see that I have given a list of, we've compiled letters, right? We've compiled the letters which have been coming from 2018 and we've given you the letters. Mostly we see that one letter is unknown. The others are all known letter. You know, in every time you will get two unknown letters, two known letters and one unknown letter. Okay? If you have any other question. It could be. See, that's what I said. If you go through that, Ankana, this list of paper which I've given you, you can see here mostly we can see the education system of France, the political system of France, as well as this. Subjunctive, even the subjunctive questions I have posted on in all the platforms, right? In all the platforms. Quel matière means what are the subjects that you study in school? J'étudie le français, le mathématique, l'histoire, etc. Plaisir de lire means things that you like to read. Okay, plaisir de lire. Don le Louis. Omkar, I have made a complete video on this, how to place it. So what is this answer going to be? No, le, Louis, Don, pa. If you go and see, I've made this sort of question. I have a feeling it will come because they gave it in the sample paper with pronouns, negation with pronouns. Okay. Yes. James, Paul, et Marc. So this becomes je n'aime ni Paul ni Marc. Can also come with verbs j'aime, chanter et danser. So je n'aime ni chanter ni danser. Okay? Can come for objects also. And sometimes even A, not only A, even U will be removed. A and U should be removed. And don't forget the checklist for negation is going to be, if this ni comes, remove the A and U. If it is definite article, retain it, le, la, le. Otherwise, partitive article as well as indefinite article will not be there. Remove it. And don't forget to change the DES to DE. Yeah, that's why. Omkar, you're correct. It's given in the sample paper. You have seen, if you see that I've made a video on that particular topic itself, that is, I've written pronouns in negation or something of that sort. It's a recent video because I feel that they've given it in the sample paper, such questions may come. I have clearly explained to you the placement and where you have to place it. Okay? If you have any other questions, you can ask me. I will post compiled questions of this demonstrative adjectives. The questions I will post on Padlet. I will give you the answers also on Moodle probably. Sachet l'entrée means choose the odd one out. Now, explaining this. Give me a minute. I'm not able to share the screen. That's why it's becoming a problem. Otherwise, I would have shared the screen right now. I'll still try one more time. Will I be able to share the screen? I'm trying something. I'm just trying to share my entire screen. And then I'm going to take you to that. Is it sharing? No. It's not sharing. Okay. I'll just explain to you this way. No problem. See, the first thing is we've got something. Qui est qui? Qui est qui means who. And the short form is qui plus verb. Qui. What does it change to? So qui est qui and qui will change to qui plus verb in discours rapporter. So, for example, let's take an example. Okay, let's take an example. Il demande qui est-ce qui entre dans la classe. Il demande qui entre dans la classe. How do I change it? Il demande qui entre dans la classe. So, qui est-ce qui? My short form is qui plus qui. It changes to qui plus verb, right? Then we've got the next thing is qui est-ce que. Qui est-ce que? It means whom. What's my short form? It is qui with inversion. What does it change to? It changes to qui plus subject plus verb. Let's take an example. Il me demande qui est-ce que tu visites ce soir? All right. Or qui visites-tu ce soir? Il me demande qui je visite ce soir. So when you see the qui, when you're changing, okay, another thing I need to tell you, when you're changing from indirect to direct, here you observe, you have to identify the joining word. So the joining word here is qui plus subject plus verb. Whereas in the previous one, it was just qui plus verb. Are you getting it? Okay. So this is, then we've covered qui est qui, which means whom, who. Short form is qui. It changes to qui plus verb. And then we have covered qui est que, which means whom. The short form is qui with inversion. And what does it change to? It changes to qui plus subject plus verb. Now, let's look at the next one. The next one is qu'est-ce qui. Qu'est-ce qui changes to ce qui. Qu'est-ce que changes to ce que. So, what's the meaning of qu'est-ce qui? Qu'est-ce qui means what? There's no short form. It changes to ce qui plus verb. And what's the qu'est-ce que? Qu'est-ce que short form is que with inversion. So, it changes to ce que plus subject plus verb. Okay? Checklist is not there. I am just telling you what the checklist is. I'm just telling you orally what the check. I think there's a checklist which I uploaded also. Yeah, I did upload a checklist for all the grammar topics. Yeah. Il te demande comment tu fais le gâteau. He asked you how you made the cake. Il te demande, comment is telling you. So, il te demande, what does he ask you? How did you make the cake? Right? Comment tu fais le gâteau? Il te demande comment. You've got your question format, tu fais le gâteau. So, il te demande, quotes, comment je fais. He's asking you. He asked you how I did the cake. No, he asked you how you did the cake only. Okay? Glenn, check. It's there, the checklist. If you have any other questions to ask, children, otherwise, you can continue studying. Short time, see. No, 1 week, we're just going to consider as short time. See, future prosh actually can be used for any action in future, which is going to be definitely happening. But we don't teach you as from exam point of view. We teach you within a few minutes, within a few hours. That's what we teach you. Yeah, that's what is counted as short time. Okay? No, there's no possibility of recipe. They don't ask. We don't have that in the portion. Recipe is not there. Okay? Yes, yes. Exactly. Okay. If you don't have any questions, you can leave the platform and start studying. Make sure just one clue. Yes, avant the plus infinitive, correct. One thing I tell you, make sure in the 15 minutes or 20 minutes that you have reading time, you must finish reading the comprehension passage. You must go through your questions of the comprehension passage. If possible, start from A, then B, then C, then D. If you feel no, the passage is very difficult and I'm going to spend a lot of time, then don't do that. But it's preferable you follow the proper sequence, right? And then what do we have after that? When you go to your writing, you must attempt all questions that you're supposed to attempt, right? Check on top. If nothing is written, Sanko Shua, the Shua, you're supposed to do all. And then No, the checklist is there, and I have also posted yesterday night. I posted all compiled questions of CBSE questions with the answers also posted, right? So what happens is you must attempt the questions, the letters. Letter, make sure the format carries marks and the body carries 6 marks. If you don't understand the topic, also don't leave it and come. You must write, you must attempt the letter. Messages also, I've done a video on messages. You can go through that in a very simplified manner. You can easily do the message if you find the dialogue or the istuas difficult. Grammar topics, it's compulsory. You must attempt whichever ones you're supposed to attempt. 3 are compulsory, subjunctive, temps convenable, and one more topic is compulsory. That is temps convenable, futur proche, not futur proche, temps convenable, subjunctive, and discours is compulsory. Okay. When two verb conjugation took place, the second one was passé composé. Which one will be the first one? What do you mean by that? It cannot be two verb conjugated like that. It cannot be. All right? It cannot be. I don't understand what is your question. You mean to say in pronorelative or in which place? Okay. So carry on, and then you go. You where you have options, you join for 5 questions will be there for your compulsory questions, but you will have 2 different choices like negation and something else. So whichever one you're taking, please make sure you write your questions properly. Numbering should be written properly. Underline all your answers, full sentences completely. Right? Temps convenable, there'll be 7 questions, and out of which you'll have to do 5. But since you still need to read the question paper, don't go by my words, see what it is again. Adjective, okay. The conjunction that you can remember easily is a, that is and, may also is there, but. Okay, and adjectives you've been learning from class 6, belle, beau, laid, petit, intelligent, etc. Okay, and to get my even, see, if you write the wrong letter also as per the CBSE marking scheme, if you don't understand the topic, because of not understanding the topic, if your format is correct, you will get marks. Yes, it should be the same as the sample question paper, but still I'm telling you, please read the questions properly. Tu finis. Hier. So tu as fini. It's a one-time action in the past. Tu as fini ton travail hier. All right? Yes, Steve, any more questions? Do you have a question? Yes. See, the question is, how do you know that what to use? Like, how do we know? We've given you a list of expressions, right? Avoir besoin de, être content de, être fier de. Those expressions 100% will take dans. Okay? Now, but when you have, for example, parler is used, right? Parler, in that sentence, you can use both dans as well as du can, right? It depends on the sentence. But when you have avoir besoin de, être content de, être fier de, that list which has been given to you, it will only take dans, right? And then sometimes with ou and dans laquelle and ou is possible. Dans laquelle, for example, and ou. That is possible. You can have either one used there also. Okay. But one thing I'm telling you, when you see how do we do a pronorelative sentence, you have 2 sentences. My step 1, identify common noun. Step 2, in the second sentence, identify the position. Is it in the position of subject? It will be qui. If it's in the position of object, it will be que, right? And then if you have a preposition before it, will be ou. But if you have clearly the preposition dans laquelle, à côté de, duquel, au milieu de, please use pronorelative composites, preferably. All right? Fine. Okay, if you don't have any more questions, best of luck for your exams. Make sure you attempt. I have posted a list of civilization questions that come commonly. Please go through those letters also that come commonly. That does not mean you will not read the other letters. You're supposed to read all the letters, all the civilization topics. Also, yes. Best of luck to all of you. See you tomorrow in the morning. You may leave the platform if you don't have any more questions. Make sure you practice writing your letters. You must attempt all questions. Okay, you can leave the platform if you don't have any questions. Present tense. Present tense. Okay, I guess you don't have any more questions, so I will end the stream now. Glenn, any more questions? Right, you may continue studying properly. Make sure you attempt all your writing skills.